Hello again, my name is Richie. Today we will learn how to use UiPath in building desktop automation for virtual applications which are accessible through Citrix or remote desktops. After this tutorial, you will be able to create an automation workflow that allows you to type text into an application and clicks a button. This application is running in a virtual desktop. A virtual application is an application that runs on another computer and its graphical interface is streamed to your computer. Most known virtualization technology comes from Citrix, and for simplicity, I will refer to automating such virtual application as Citrix automation. Citrix automation plays an important role in small to corporate companies like BPO and contact centers, where applications are being accessed remotely because of security considerations. I will introduce you to some of the basic and helpful ways in working with UiPath for Citrix. Here in my example, I'll be using an application accessed via remote desktop, but the underlying techniques are identical when dealing with Citrix apps. I'm sure you are already familiar with UiPath's recording tool. The way it works is it will capture the element on the screen and sets its preferences based on the open application window. As you can see, when we point our recorder inside a remote desktop, it doesn't recognize the elements inside it. That's because it interprets it as an image. So UiPath cannot interact to the installed application inside a remote desktop directly. So what we do is to manually record the steps and specify the actions of each activity. It will be easier once you understand how it works. So what do we do if this is the case? Let's select Step-by-Step tab. This allows us to manually select an item to click and to type. Let's click the image and select mouse click. As what it says, it will perform a click on the region we indicated. Let's highlight the label Email. And why should we not highlight the text box instead? Because UiPath will perform an optical recognition to find this image. There are multiple text boxes and these images are identical, so UiPath will have a hard time finding the right image. Now that UiPath is able to recognize the image, the next thing we will do is to indicate where we wanted to type the text. This option, Indicate a Point on the Screen, will help us do that. Let's click on it and click right next to Email. That's it for the click event. Next, let's type some text into the text box. We will fill out both the email and employee number fields. So let me clear out the default values first before we do our recording. We also add an activity to clear out these fields, but let's just clear the fields manually for now. Let's click Element. Let's choose Keyboard, then Type. Now we can click anywhere on the screen because we know for sure that the email edit box has the keyboard input. Let's type a sample email address here and press enter. There, it fills out the email field. Let's do the same with the employee number. Let's select image, mouse, click. Then we highlight the employee number. Then we indicate where we want it to click. So let's click next to it. Next, for the type activity, let's go to Element, Keyboard, Type. Click anywhere in the image and let's type a sample employee number. Next, let's click the Create Expense Report button. Again, let's go to the image, mouse, click. This time, the pointer is already set to the center, so let's just click on OK. We're done! Let's save the recording. Let's make this sequence as a start node. I will clear out the existing data first. Okay, let's run the workflow. So now, it runs properly. Let's go back to the workflow. Let me explain this thoroughly. First, let's check the properties of the click event in the email text box. Remember, we have specified to where we wanted our pointer to click. The XY offset determines the exact position of the point to click relative to the identified image. Next, let's go to the type command. As you can see, the screenshot captures the whole virtual machine window. To make it easier for you to understand the workflow, we can change the image screenshot by clicking the Options menu, then select Change Informative Screenshot. Then, that's the time we will be able to select the image that would explain better about this activity. Let's also change the activity name into type into email field. Let's do the same with employee number. Let's go to Options menu, then select Change Informative Screenshot. Then we can just highlight the employee number label and text box. Let's also change the activity name to type the employee number. Okay, let's run the workflow again. Perfect! As you can see, we have proven that UiPath works even with complex applications like remote desktops. In the next video, we will learn how to retrieve data from Citrix environments. Thanks for watching!